And we're off. This is it. The first ever, the inaugural Wrestlemania Shaw TV preview show. Of course, Wrestlemania comes this Sunday to Shaw pay-per-view. Big year, Sal. Wrestlemania 25. I guess we should do introductions. I'm Curtis Anderson.
I'm Sal Ricardo.
Back on TV together for the first time since the tragic New Year's Eve special.
That's right.
Where I was feeling a little bit under the weather and got your name wrong.
Now I'm going to interview none other than Curtis Anderson.
Get in here, get in here. It is New Year's Eve, baby. I love it. The behind-the-scenes people are now in front of the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, his first interview, Eric Steiner. What's going on, baby?
Actually, my name's Sal. We've gone over this before.
How are you doing, Sal?
Pretty good.
Are you excited? WrestleMania 25?
I'm pretty excited. Yeah, it's the milestone, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it though. If you look at the card, a little disappointing card this year. I'll be honest. It's not a good time for everybody's favorite fake sport. But anyways, we have limited time here, Sal, so let's run through the matches. Now, you printed this off, right?
I did.
Now, this may theoretically be the order, but probably not. We'll go with it. We'll pretend this is the order. Start at the bottom. What's first?
Okay, so we got Chris Jericho versus Roddy Piper, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and Jimmy Snuka with Ric Flair in their corner in the handicap elimination match.
Ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. It's a waste of Canadian grappler Chris Jericho. Absolutely. It was supposed to be him versus Mickey Rourke. But when this was announced, all of Mickey Rourke's people told him to back out, cease and desist, because you probably won't win the Academy Award if you're linked with the WWE in any way. Which he did, but apparently he's still going to be ringside. So you know what's going to happen,
You might see a Ram Jam at WrestleMania. We'll see what happens.
They're looking for the big moment where after Chris Jericho probably beats all the old legends, he's going to come out, give him the Ram Jam, which is very topical still, because people still talk about the wrestler, the movie all the time.
But yeah, this is probably the worst match that they've thrown together for the card, just because they need to do something with Chris Jericho.
It's one of them. I don't know. So predictions for that one?
I'm saying Jericho's probably going to take it.
Jericho's going to win and then get knocked out by Mickey Rourke, who's going to be ringside, and then Mickey Rourke will take his check and go home. Never be seen on wrestling again.
Sounds pretty accurate. Yeah.
Anyways, all right, what's up next, Sal?
All right, we got the Intercontinental Championship match: John Bradshaw Layfield versus Rey Mysterio.
And interesting note, I read this right before, this is the first time the Intercontinental title, sadly, is being defended at WrestleMania since, like, WrestleMania 18.
Yeah, it's been a while since
7 years ago, which is kind of sad. So who are you picking for that one?
I'm saying probably JBL will retain. I don't see why he wouldn't.
It's another thrown-together match. There's been no build. All of a sudden, they're just wrestling each other. He said he was going to do something historic, and they kind of ran out of storylines for JBL as well. So I guess defending the title at WrestleMania is suddenly historic because it hasn't been done in 7 years.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with JBL too. He may retire. That's one of the rumors. No one's ever retired as the Intercontinental Champion. Moving on. So far, I'm not caring in the least about the card.
All right, well, we got the next match, the Lumberjack match to unify the tag team belts. Got the Colognes, Carlito and Primo versus John Morrison and The Miz.
See, now I have to be honest, I only watch Monday Night Raw, so I don't know the Colognes, but that's Carlito and his cousin, right?
I think they're brothers.
They're brothers,
actually,
okay.
Yeah.
But I know Miz and Morrison, and I really like them, so I'm kind of hoping they're funny. They're the last of the actually good bad guys who are actually just like,
it's true, yeah,
want you to boo them. They're not trying to be cool. They're trying to get boos, which is kind of rare these days. So Miz and Morrison all the way on that one. They're going to unify the belts.
I would agree. Yeah, I would have to say Miz and Morrison for that match as well.
Next,
we have Extreme Rules match: Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy. Again,
sigh.
Yeah. It's a terrible build-up as well with that, and
you gotta love the wrestling though. It's like two legitimate brothers, and one ruined the other brother's life. So there's only one way to settle that score, being brothers, is to prove yourself the superior grappler. You gotta love the wrestling, the wrestling way of thinking.
That is true.
If my brother ruined my life, I clearly want to prove I'm the superior grappler. That's the only way to settle those family scores. I digress. Honestly, again, it's irrelevant. The winner.
Yeah,
it really makes
I could
no
care
difference
less.
in the long run.
I could really care less.
I'm going to say Hardy wins.
It's a good call.
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to agree with that.
All right. Look for a Hardy victory in that match. Let's get to the good matches.
Okay, well, actually, we got this could be the match of the night right here. We got 25 Diva Battle Royal.
I have no comment for that.
No, I don't.
They're digging up 25 divas, which are, I don't know what you'd call them, glorified eye candy. I kind of want to use a word I probably shouldn't use on TV to describe them. But anyways, they're a bunch of classy women that are going to ignite your television set with their athletic moves.
There'll be 25 of them
25 of them in the ring at once.
Gail Kim's back, which is kind of cool, I guess. That's pretty much all I can say.
Sunny's back.
Yeah.
Everybody remember Sonny from the mid-90s?
Let's go on to the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Edge versus Big Show versus John Cena.
There's no way Cena's not winning this. I'm sorry. There's because of the next match we talk about, which is clearly going to be the bad guy winning. They're not going to have two bad guys holding the belts after WrestleMania. That is true.
I would have to agree. I don't think Edge will be the champion after WrestleMania.
No.
But I don't think the Big Show will be champion either.
No, Big Show has about as much chance of winning that match as I do. I have no idea why he's in there. But regardless, I'm going with Cena, 100%.
Okay, yeah, I am going with Cena as well on that.
All right.
All right, next we have the WWE Championship match, Triple H versus Randy Orton.
The only match that actually has a decent build so far. This match has been like 4 months in the making.
They've been building this
Randy
forever,
Orton's been
it seems like.
punting people, punting the McMahon family, getting a reaction there. Actually building somewhat of a storyline, a reason to actually have a match, which is pretty much the only match on the card that actually has more than like 2 weeks of build.
It's true.
They are absolutely crazy if they don't give it to Randy Orton. If Randy Orton doesn't walk out the champion, they've lost all their minds.
They've pretty much done nothing for the last 4 months.
Yeah.
We've seen Triple H break into his house and attack his family.
They've provided us with some of the worst television possible, which makes it embarrassing to say you're a pro wrestling fan.
Wow.
When they're chasing people around with a sledgehammer. It's like, no. But anyways, it should be a great match. Randy Orton's really talented. It's definitely his time. There's no way he's not coming out of WrestleMania with the title. There's no way.
I would agree with you.
I would actually go on record and say I'll probably stop watching if Randy Orton doesn't walk away with the world title. They would be that crazy.
Well, he'll just lose it so that Triple H can win it again and build up.
It's irrelevant.
Build up his.
As long as he walks out of WrestleMania, the biggest pay-per-view of the year with the title.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably going to happen. We have the Money in the Bank ladder match after that.
Which I can't imagine is actually going to be the second last match. But anyways.
No, but we got CM Punk, Kane, Mark Henry, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Kofi Kingston, Christian, and Finlay.
Okay, I know who you're going to pick.
Well, of course, I got to go with Captain Charisma, Christian.
There's way too many untalented people in that match. There's something up, Sal. There's something up. Normally, this is like the big match of the night. They do this every year. They usually throw in 6 or 8 of the most talented, high-flying, actually athletic wrestlers, and they climb up ladders. And see, that's why that's hanging up there. Ad Perry's been mocking me all morning. That's our little Money in the Bank. For those of you at home who don't follow wrestling, basically there's 6 or 8 wrestlers in the ring. They have a ladder and a hanging briefcase, and the first one that climbs up the ladder and gets the briefcase wins not only the briefcase and the match, but there's a contract in the briefcase, which that's my man purse. That's not actually a briefcase. But in WrestleMania, it's a briefcase which has a contract for a title shot. Right? Yes.
Anytime throughout the year, they can cash it in whenever they like.
And something's up. Because they put untalented people like Mark Henry in.
He can't even climb a ladder. I don't think he's going to go on with that.
And so something's up. I'm going to shock everybody. I think Kane's going to win it.
I can see that, actually.
They've run out of reasons to justify Kane's existence on TV. And that will get him 1 more year.
That's fair enough.
They'll get one more year of him on TV if he's got that Money in the Bank contract. Christian, Kane. All right, let's bring it home. This is really the only match I'm excited about because, as you can see, I'm somewhat of a Shawn Michaels fan. I got the action figure. I got the D-Generation X t-shirt, and I'll throw up a picture of Halloween 2006. Stayed up all night making that costume the night before. What a good time. Okay.
That's awesome. All right, well, we have to talk about the last match here on the list is Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
And this actually has somewhat of a story because Undertaker has been in 16 WrestleManias and he's never lost at WrestleMania. That's his thing. That guy right there. Never lost. 16 years at WrestleMania. Yeah. And then Shawn Michaels has pretty much stolen the show every WrestleMania. Well,
Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania.
That's what he calls himself, along with 10 other things. So it's kind of come to a head, and that really is the only standout match this year, which is sad because it's the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. It's kind of and it really is the only one that people are talking about and people caring about.
That's right, yeah. I would have to say, unfortunately, The Undertaker is going to win. I can't see him losing.
As big of a Shawn Michaels fan as I am, I'm actually going to say Shawn Michaels. What? I know.
Wow.
Call me crazy. I think this is going to be the beginning of something for Michaels because he's talking about retirement. I actually read somewhere that he wants Bret Hart to induct him, but that's neither here nor there. That's kind of crazy talk.
Wow,
but I really think this is going to be Shawn. He's been doing nothing for 7 years. They need to do something to give him some sort of send-off. And I don't know if they're going to put a world title back on him, so I think he's actually going to beat The Undertaker. They're going to keep their little program going through the summer, and then maybe he's going to retire. I know that's wishful thinking on my part, but yes, I'm going to go on record and say it's going to be Shawn Michaels. He's going to be the one to do it.
All right.
He owes it. They owe him. All right, Sal. So this Sunday, April 5th, WrestleMania 25, of course, on Shaw pay-per-view. 4 hours.
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of
wrestling.
I'm sure the Diva Battle Royal is going to be a good hour of it, unfortunately. So if you need to order pizza or go get some food, that would be the time to do it.
That's probably the perfect time to do it, yeah.
And this Sunday.
All right, WrestleMania 25.
Order it. Shaw, pay-per-view. Thanks, Sal. It's good to have someone working here that likes wrestling. It was kind of the drought. It was a drought for the last few years. Boo.
Come on.
No love.